Hi, my name is David Ferguson. I come from Scotland. I came to China in 2006, so I've been here for 16 years. I work as a book writer and editor. China looked like the land of opportunity. Lots of things were happening here. In 2008, my wife found an advert for a job as a journalist and editor with China.org, Zhongguowang, which is a web-based information and news provider. So I came to Beijing in 2008, just before the Beijing Olympics, and I've been here ever since. I have travelled quite widely. I've always enjoyed myself wherever I've been. I've done a lot of travelling with regard to writing. If I had to specify the places that I like best, a lot of places come to mind. To sum up China over the last 10 years, in around 3 words, I would talk about infrastructure, environment and expectations. I would choose infrastructure because there has been a massive infrastructural development in China, in Beijing and across the whole of the country. And I think I've been to around half or maybe more than half of the provinces, administrative regions and metropolises in China. Over the last 10 years, the creation of China's high-speed rail network from next to nothing to 40,000 kilometres. Beijing is a very big city and travelling between one point and another often requires a long time. The Beijing subway, there were 3 lines when I came to Beijing in 2008. Now I don't know how many there are, maybe hundreds of stations. I think it's the biggest subway network in the world. So there have been huge changes in infrastructure. I would choose environment because I've seen with my own eyes the huge improvements in China's environment since I came here, and as you know, I've written about it. So massive changes, massive improvements, great plans for the future. And I think the most noticeable change there is in terms of air quality. When I first came to Beijing, it had a reputation of being a smog-bound city, and the reputation was correct. A massive amount of work has been done over the past 14 years, and now I would say that in comparison with most major cities around the world, Beijing's environment is particularly clean. Air quality is good. Lush mountains and clear waters are valuable assets, and I think that's very much a focus of the current governance of China. It's not only about cleaning up the environment and remedying past problems. It's also about planning for the future. The third one was expectations. The reason I would say expectations as the third one is because of change in mindset. There's been a massive change in the mindset of the Chinese people over the last 10 years. And the best example of that is poverty alleviation. 100 million people lifted out of absolute poverty, and I've been out and I've seen what's happening in areas of rural China. And people can see that they no longer have to live in poverty, and they can see that they can raise themselves out of poverty and keep themselves out of poverty by their own efforts. That is a massive change in expectations. If you look at what is actually happening in China and what has happened over the last 10, 20, 30 years, why would people not be satisfied with the government? They've got better food on the table, better clothes on their back, better roofs over their head, better schools for their kids, safe streets, a growing welfare system providing health and other social care, and above all, they've got prospects for a better future. I think the people first principle is an accurate reflection of China's general approach. The purpose of development is to serve the people. I expect to see a huge amount of work in rural revitalization, in all-round development. Urban areas are going to continue to develop too over the next 5 years. I expect to see a lot of that happening.